This is my version of John Bar's Jumbo John. I'm just starting with a TMCO 2457 size 6 hook with a hot bead. And I'm going to bring it quite a ways down the bend because I like this pattern to have an arch in it. So I'm going to be tying in 2 black goose biots for the tail. And I like to have some variety when I'm tying a bunch of these. I like to have some of them bent down and some of them bent up because there's a natural arch to the goose biots. But I like some of them, some variation there. So they look a little bit different. And I'm just making an X with them. And I'm going to pull this down. See how I splayed the tails? I'm just going to cut off the excess from the biots and wrap it all the way up. So here are some of my differences from John Bar's. Is I like to use this vinyl D-rib better. I think it sits easier on the hook than the wire. It's easier to get tighter with it. So I use that instead. So I'm just going to wrap it around the hook to make that segmented body. I'm going to catch it, right there, throw a bunch of thread wraps on it, cut it. Another adaptation I have is I use diamond braid for the shell back. I like it's a bit easier than putting Flashable and covering it with epoxy. It's one step and done. And I'm just going to put some dubbing on here to start. The thorax. I use quite a bit. Go right up to the head. I like to stop about halfway through that dubbing to put my legs in. The legs are just regular round black legs, black rubber legs. Cut them about an inch long, inch and a quarter, depending. See, take a look at the way how that leg's displayed. Now I'm going to bring my shell back over, cut it, I'll pop it in there, secure it, and then cut it off. Now I'm going to take a piece of schlappen. I like to have my schlappen be a little webby, so I'm going to bring it all the way back to here. I don't want it too long though, so I'm going to bring it right about here. The thing with the schlappen is it's got really fine stems, so cut it like that so you can get it to be secured in there, because it does slide out pretty easily. Bind it on there real good, else it's just going to fall out. Be careful with it. You don't need too many wraps. It's just a little bit of an accent. cut it off. I'll bring it back. And then I like to dub in my thread wraps for this. So a little bit more dubbing. This is definitely a good steelhead pattern. I love using it in the spring, summer, and fall. All times of the year, because there's always big stoneflies in the rivers. So just whip finish it, pull it down, cut it off. And you can do all different variations with different color shell backs and heads. I mean, you can do different color ribbings and stuff, whatever you like. That just works for me.